Yeah, you got me again. It's just little old me, Bill Bostic, with the Gazette Morning Update. Linglestown Gazette Studio, that's what you're looking at here. In the beautiful Yabana Gardens section of the village of Linglestown in Dauphin County, Pennsylvania, United States, North America, planet Earth, Milky Way galaxy. That's where we're at this morning. I'd like to thank Consolidated Insurance Services, 6109 Jonestown Road in Paxtonia, for sponsoring this fine hyper-local newscast. That's what it is, a hyper-local newscast focused on Linglestown, Lower Paxton Township, and CD schools. And as we always do, and we try to do, we're going to start off with some weather. Just a quick look at the weather brought to you by the Fat Man Clothing Company out of Colonial Park. If I can get to it. Here in the village is 30 degrees. And that matches up with the station that's here at the Linglestown Gazette Studios. And today is going to be warmer than yesterday. High of 40. 20% chance of precipitation. You know, I still don't understand that. I mean, that means it's not going to do anything, right? Partly cloudy, high around 40. Tonight, partly cloudy, low at 27. And tomorrow, cloudy and windy, high 38. Winds 20 to 30 miles per hour. Get that. We still can't get out of winter. We're still stuck in winter. A few more weeks, we'll start to get that warmer weather. Baseball season's rolling around, track season, all that kind of stuff. So welcome again to the show. And I'm a little perturbed this morning. I really am a little perturbed, but we'll get to that in a moment. That's why I entitled this particular newscast, Central Dauphin High Walk-In? What is that? We'll figure that out in just a moment. Let's strike up the band here. Let's strike up the band if I can figure out where that's at. Where is it at? Where? Sports. We're going to start off with sports here. Just a quickie. We got the Central Dauphin Lady Rams Tuesday. They're in action tonight. Second round. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Second round of the PIAA State Tournament. They're in District 6A, which is the big school district, right? Not the big school district. Yeah, we are a big school district. It's the big school classification in girls basketball. Our girls are going to be in competition in Berks County. Governor Mifflin School District. I believe Joe's saying it's not at the high school, it's at the middle school. And tip-off is at 6 o'clock against William Allen Lady Somethings. I'm not sure what they are. Maybe Joe will let me know. And I want to welcome William Oakes Jr. dialing in from Stony Creek. I love Stony Creek. I mean, it's a wildlife area. I'm sure he's not living in the wildlife area, but William, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard, Joe Gilloway. What is the name of the William Allen team? What's the nickname mascot, Joe? Do you know? William Allen Furniture Company? I mean, what is it? Do you have any idea? Not seeing anything coming through. I'm not sure. Lady Canaries? Are you serious? Lady Canaries. Wow. That is one heck of a name. That is scary. Canaries are coming in. Watch out, Canaries. All right, well, at least based on mascots, the Rams will beat the Canaries. I mean, any day of the week, Rams beat Canaries. Hopefully that's the case in real life tonight in Berks County. Joe Gilloway will be at the game reporting live on Facebook Live. How about that? He has it covered. He has an assistant, and we'll see what happens there. Now, let me see where we're at. I only burned 5 minutes so far, and I have some big issues coming out of Central Dauphin School District to talk to you about. Last night, the school board met and tackled a few issues that are worthy of note, and then there's one other thing happening in the district. The walk-in is we're going to talk about that. Last night at the school board meeting, it was interesting. I mean, I mentioned yesterday that the school district streams the meetings live on their website. There's a place you click. I had it linked up for you. Oh no, Joe, you wouldn't joke about the Canaries. I mean, I feel bad for any guy at William Allen. The Canaries. Oh my gosh. Hopefully that's just a special name for the girls, but I sort of doubt it. Anyways, I'm watching the school board meeting streaming. I didn't attend the meeting, and they got into this discussion about the math program, and I believe the focus of it was how the different things that are set up to help students and parents teach their kids math, because I believe in some scenarios the math scores on these standardized tests is start down. They're trying to raise them up, and all I remember is that they started the discussion, then the lights went out. I was sitting down in my easy chair here in the office with a laptop and listening to this. I mean, I had the volume way up. I'm hard of hearing. I wanted to be able to hear this. The meeting, this discussion probably started sometime around, before 7:30. I woke up at 8:30, and they were still talking about math program. Oh my gosh, they must have talked for an hour about the math program. I didn't miss anything. I mean, I slept right through the whole discussion. And I'm not making light of it. It is important. Kids have to learn their math. The way the school systems are set up, they need to be able to hit the numbers on these standardized tests. But they spent an hour. Wow. I'm glad I was here at the house. Anyways, again, not to make light, it just was a long-winded discussion. I caught the end of it, and the chairman of the meeting was trying to get them to move along, to the next issue. The next issue is timely, and that is for anyone in the district. I've been reporting from time to time that the West Hanover Elementary School is up for not only renovations, not renovations. They're looking to redo it, rebuild it, and then tear down the old one, all at the same location where it's at. So that was in play. I did submit an article to the Patriot News. I'm not sure if they ran it or not. But all I'll say at this point, since the Patriot News gets first crack at this, that the school district is moving forward on that project, estimated to be $22 million. Now, the one thing that was related to that discussion, I need to do some fact finding on this. Recently, the school district did approve $8 million. They're going to spend up to $8 million taking various buildings and increasing security. I mean, $8 million, that's a huge expenditure. And last night, as part of the West Hanover Elementary School discussion, they approved the borrowing, at least to begin working on a borrowing of $25 million. $22 million for West Hanover Elementary School. $3 million of the $8 million for security issues would be in that borrowing. So, again, with school safety being an issue nationwide, that's what's happening here locally. I'm not sure. Here's what I don't know. I'm not sure what we get for that $8 million. What buildings are impacted, what they're going to address, but that's what I need to find out. I have a reminder card here, so we'll figure it out. Now, the thing that has me a little ruffled, and that we'll wrap up this particular segment of the Gazette Morning Update on this. Shoot, I think I lost my countdown. No, here it is, 5 minutes ago. This will be plenty of time. Tomorrow, nationwide, there's supposed to be let's see, how are they describing it? A walkout at schools over gun violence, gun control, those kinds of things. It's supposed to happen at 10 o'clock local time, and students many students around the nation will be walking out of their schools for 17 minutes. And now what's happening is every school district, every school principal has to figure out how they're going to handle that. Are we going to punish the students if they walk out? What are we going to do? And Central Dauphin High School, I got wind of what's happening there, and I'm going to say, unfortunately, Central Dauphin High School is going down the same road many school districts are. Students at Central Dauphin High, according to a letter from head principal Kenneth Miller, expressed an interest in participating in this walkout or this protest or this demonstration, let's call it. And Mr. Miller and I guess other administrators huddled with school student leaders, and they came up with a plan where they're going to basically walk out of their classes into the hallway and link arms in solidarity and participate in a moment of silence. The students will stay in the building, and they expect the exercise to last 10 minutes. And now there's a lot of, then other schools are doing the same thing, where they're doing a very controlled, very sanitized thing to allow the students to protest. Well, walking out of your, let me just define this. Walking out of your classroom, linking arms and having a moment of silence is not a protest. That is something short of a protest. A protest is whenever you go outside the lines and do something that you wouldn't expect and sort of catch people's eye surprise, and you make a show of some kind. It doesn't have to be violent. I'm saying I would never promote a violent demonstration, but it's got to be more than linking arms in a hallway. You got to do something so the world, in your little world, sees what's going on. And I'm not the only one talking like this. There's an editorial in the Philadelphia Inquirer today at 5:22 a.m. came out with an editorial. Students who participate in March 14th school walk out, not a walk in, walk out, should not be punished. That's what the Inquirer says. They should walk out of the building, not be punished. Okay, and then locally, a guest editorial writer in the for Penn Live. His name is Bill Barrow. Now I'm on the wrong story. Let me see if I can get it. All right, just bear with me. Well, there's a gentleman. Let's put it this way. I don't have it right in front of me. Maybe this is it here. Yes, here it is. Matthew Krasa, Crajsa, a guest editorial writer. He hails from, I believe, Middletown. He says in today's Penn Live edition, Middletown schools are wrong to silence students on walkout day. So another similar CD high type of thing, right? And the thing is, I think students should have the freedom to express themselves if they feel that way. Now, unfortunately, where Central Dauphin High School is located in West Hanover Township, they'll probably be protesting to groundhogs and other birds and wildlife because there's just not much happening out there. To do a peaceful, simple walkout, there's no one there to see them do it. Now, I plan to stake out the school tomorrow at about 10 o'clock when this is supposed to happen to see if anything happens, to see if there's any renegade students who break free and get out there and do something for this walkout. So I'll be out there sort of hanging around, seeing if anything happens, not trying to incriminate students. I'm not going to do anything that would identify students who are doing it, but I want to see if anything happens, if they do get outside and walk out, not just walk in. And I'll close with this. This is how I would handle it. I'll just play armchair administrator. If I were an administrator and I wanted to allow students to learn, how all these things are happening, what a great lesson to let students know that they can have a say. They can have a say in this type of thing, and actually walk out and do something like this and participate in a national movement to take a look at gun control, automatic weaponry. What are we doing in our schools? A great policy debate is underway in our school, in our nation, and it doesn't have to be done in fear. We can do it as thinking individuals without all the emotion and sort of soar our way through this. Again, our district is spending $8 million, folks, of our tax money. We're borrowing part of it. Other parts they have on hand already, and they're going to be doing something to quote unquote make our schools more secure. I don't know what that means. But our students want to participate. That's great. Oh my gosh, I hate that sound. Let me turn that off. We'll just go a couple more minutes here. I'm ranting and raving, but that's okay. That's what journalists do occasionally. That's the platform I have here. That they should be able to. If I were an administrator, I would say, look, we're not going to say anything to the students. I mean, maybe some teachers will talk about the walkout, but as an administrator, I'm not going to say anything. But what I'm going to do is, we have a Central Dauphin Central Dauphin School District police force. I'm just going to ask them to keep an eye on things on March 14th at 10 o'clock. In the event the students do go out, they choose to do that, I want to make sure that we have some eyes, some public safety element there, and I'll ask the school district security team. Maybe if I feel it's necessary, I'll ask the local police to be on standby if our students opt to leave the building. And then, if they do, I would then instruct our security staff just to in a very kind way, invite the students back in the building after their 17 minutes, back into the building, into the auditorium, and I would read them the freaking riot act for breaking school rules. Just read them the riot act. Give them a hard time about putting my job in jeopardy as a school administrator. Taking things in your own hands. But then after I did that, I would congratulate them for participating in an appropriate way with a peaceful 17-minute demonstration and joining along, not linking arms in a hallway, but joining along with other people around the country who are trying to make a statement, trying to say, hey, look, things are out of hand here. Out of hand, we got to do something about gun control, school safety, and the whole bit. And get our political leaders up and running and doing something about it that's practical, that makes sense, that's not just emotional reactions to things that happen. Okay? So that's what I would do. That would be if I got fired, so be it. I'd go find someplace else to work. I'd go work as a supervisor at Sheets. I don't know. But I would not go down a route that Central Dauphin and many other high schools are doing around the country. Let the kids learn. So with that, got that off my chest. We'll wrap things up here for the Gazette Morning Update for March. What the heck date is it? 13th, 2018. Strike up the band, would you? Welcome. Thank you for coming by. Maybe I'm going to stir things up. Maybe I'll have school district administrators camping out in front of my house, my studio, waving their fists at me. How dare you do that? We'll see you tomorrow on the Gazette Morning Update. Bill Bostic signing off. Bye.